Rúben Amorim's appointment as AC Milan manager signals the start of an exciting new chapter for one of Europe's most historic clubs. Renowned for his modern tactical ideas, structured pressing, and fluid attacking football, the Portuguese coach will be tasked with restoring Milan to the top of both Italian and European football. With a talented squad at his disposal and a clear footballing identity, Amorim has the opportunity to build a side capable of challenging for the Serie A title and competing once again for the UEFA Champions League. The new AC Milan coach will likely deploy a side in his preferred 3-4-2-1 formation, with the shape expanding in possession to maximize controls, create overloads, and stretch the opposition across the pitch. At the base of the structure sits the three centre-backs, who will be fundamental to the build-up. The two wider centre-backs split into the channels to create better passing angles and progress the ball from deep, while the central defender remains in position to organise the back line and provide balance. The structure allows Milan to play through the press, while maintaining defensive stability. Ahead of them, the two wider midfielders operate as wing-backs, constantly transitioning between defensive and attacking responsibilities. Out of position, they recover to protect the flanks and form a defensive line, while in position they stay high and wide to provide the team's width, combine with the attackers, and deliver quality into the final third. The midfield duo provides a platform for the rest of the team. One player will look to hold his position in the central areas to dictate the tempo, recycle possession, and offer defensive protection, while his partner is given greater freedom to move vertically through the middle of the pitch, supporting attacks, carrying the ball forward, and linking the different phases of play. The front three is built around fluid movement and intelligent rotations. The left-sided attacking midfielder frequently alternates between the wide and central spaces, and in these areas he can look to create overloads and combine with the wing-back and striker. On the opposite side, the right-sided attacker operates in a narrow position, playing closer to the centre forward and occupying the half spaces to connect attacks. Leading the line is the striker, who not only provides a constant goal-scoring threat, but also drops deeper to link play, bring teammates into the game, and create space for the attacking midfielders to exploit. Rúben Amorim's tactical approach would be centered around structured positional play, intelligent rotations, and dominating the wide areas. Using the wing play tactical preset, Milan would look to stretch opponents horizontally before exploiting spaces that open up through the middle of the pitch. The wingbacks would be central to the system, providing constant width and creating overloads down both flanks, while the attacking midfielders drift into the half spaces to support the striker and create dangerous combinations. A key feature to Amorim's football is his inside-out approach, where the central combinations draw opponents in, while the ball is quickly worked into the wide areas or switched across the pitch to isolate defenders. The back three play a vital role, patiently circulating possession across the defensive line to manipulate the opposition shape, reset attacks, and create openings for progressive passes into midfield or out towards the wingbacks. The build-up style will be set to balanced, allowing the team to adapt their approach depending on the opposition. The side will patiently construct attacks from the back through the centre-backs and midfield pairing, using constant movements and positional rotations to create passing lanes. Rather than forcing attacks, Amorim's team will circulate possession until gaps begin to appear, before increasing the tempo with quick vertical combinations or diagonal switches into the wide players. Once progressing into the final third, the side will look to create overloads around the box through fluid movement between the wingbacks, attacking midfielders, and striker, while maintaining strong positional balance behind the ball. Defensively, the team is set up with a high approach, with the manager demanding aggressive pressing high up the pitch to regain possession as quickly as possible. The forwards initiate the press by closing down passing lanes into midfield, while the Milan midfielders and wingbacks step forward aggressively to create pressing traps and force turnovers in the opposition's half. When the initial press is bypassed, the team will look to retreat into a compact mid-block, remaining narrow through the central areas and forcing opponents into wide positions where they can be isolated and dispossessed. This disciplined defensive structure allows the side to stay organized, while remaining ready to launch quick attacks immediately after regaining possession. Mike Mignon is deployed as a build-up ball-playing keeper and provides AC Milan with composure and confidence during the first phase of possession. Although the goalkeeper is not the focal point of Rúben Amorim's system, Mignon's ability on the ball gives the side a reliable option during the build-up from the back. He is comfortable playing short into the back three to help initiate attacks, also possessing the passing range to find the wingbacks or forwards when longer distribution is required. Defensively, the keeper commands his penalty area with authority, communicates well with his defense, and uses his excellent positioning and shot-stopping ability to provide security behind Amorim's aggressive defensive structure. The back three of Mario Aguilar, Matteo Gabbia, and Fikayo Tomori forms the foundation of Rúben Amorim's system, combining defensive stability with the technical quality required to control possession and build attacks from deep. Both the wide centre-backs, being Gila and Tomori, would be deployed to support wide-backs and would also be encouraged to step into the wider channels during the build-up to create better passing angles and stretch the opposition's press. Both defenders are comfortable progressing with the ball into midfield when space opens up, committing opponents before releasing line-breaking passes through the midfield. Their ability to carry possession forward and distribute progressively allows Milan to move through the thirds while creating overloads and maintaining the fluidity that Amorim demands. Operating between them is Gabbia, who would be deployed as a balanced defender and act as the organizer of the back three. He would provide defensive stability by holding the central positions and orchestrating the build-up with intelligent distribution from deep, whether switching play to the wingbacks, finding midfielders through vertical passes, or calmly recycling possession across the defensive line. Gabbia plays a crucial role in controlling the tempo and ensuring the side can constantly build attacks with composure. Higher up the pitch, Davide Bartasaghi, Adrian Rabiot, Samuel Ricci, and Alexis Salamakers provide the balance, work rate, and technical quality that underpin Rúben Amorim's system. Bartasaghi is deployed as a wide midfielder with a defensive focus and plays an important role on the left flank. He works tirelessly to protect the wide areas areas out of possession, before advancing up the field to provide width and attack, combining with the left-sided offensive midfielder and delivering crosses into the box. His disciplined positioning ensures Milan remain balanced during transitions, while still offering an outlet down the wing. Rabiot would operate as a balanced box-to-box midfielder, where he would provide energy through the central areas of the pitch. The Frenchman would look to support the build-up from deeper positions, before driving forward to join attacks, as well as link the play between the midfield and forwards through intelligent movement and powerful ball carry. His physical presence also makes him an important contributor during the defensive transitions and midfield duels. Ritchie would be deployed as a defensive deep-lying playmaker and act as the midfield anchor. He'd look to dictate the tempo from deeper areas, constantly offering himself as a passing option while protecting the back three. His intelligent positioning, composure on the ball, and progressive passing would allow the side to control possession and build attacks with patience and precision. On the opposite flank, Salamakis is set up as a balanced winger and provides natural width, direct running, and a relentless work rate. He looks to stretch the opposition, combined with the right-sided offensive midfielder, and attack defenders in 1v1 situations. Out of possession, he tracks back diligently to support the defensive structure, which would make him a valuable asset on both sides of the ball. The front three of Christian Pulisic, Gonçalo Ramos, and Christopher Nkunku provides AC Milan with pace, movement, and technical quality in the final third. Pulisic would be deployed as a balanced half winger and frequently rotate between the left flank and inside channels. He combines closely with Bartasagi and the midfielders, linking play through quick passing combinations before driving at defenders with his pace and dribbling. His movement into the half spaces would create overloads, while still allowing Milan to maintain width when required. Leading the line would be Ramos, who would be deployed as a support advanced forward. He'd constantly look to stretch the opposition's defense with intelligent runs in behind, while also dropping deeper to connect play with Nkunku and Pulisic. His movement, work rate, and ability to occupy centre backs would make him the focal point of Milan's attack, where he could create both goal-scoring opportunities for himself and space for those around him. On the right, Nkunku would be deployed as an attacking shadow striker, where he'd be given the freedom to arrive from deeper positions into dangerous goal-scoring areas. He'd look to operate in and around the same zones as Ramos, exploiting the space between the opposition's midfield and defense through intelligent movements and quick combinations. His creativity, dribbling, and late runs into the penalty area would make him a constant attacking threat, while he would also need to press from the front to fit into Amorim's aggressive defensive approach. The AC Milan board have already backed Rúben Amorim with 2 important signings, but further additions are expected before the transfer window closes. Strengthening the defense and midfield remains a priority as the club continues to shape a squad capable of fully implementing Amorim's tactical philosophy. In defense, the Rossoneri have been linked with Nusa Mazraoui, Gonçalo Natsio, and Virgil van Dijk. Mazraoui would add versatility and technical quality, capable of operating both as a wingback and on the right side of the back three. And Natsio would be a natural fit for Amorim's system, bringing composure and possession, progressive passing, and familiarity with the Portuguese manager's style of football. Van Dijk, meanwhile, would offer world-class leadership, aerial dominance, and outstanding distribution, providing an experienced figure to marshal the defense while elevating the overall quality of the back line. The midfield is another area Milan are looking to reinforce, with João Palhinha and Edison both emerging as potential targets. Palhinha would add steel, defensive intelligence, and ball-winning ability at the base of midfield, allowing the more creative players greater freedom to attack. Edison would also provide a different profile, bringing energy, athleticism, and excellent ball-carrying ability, making him an ideal fit for Amorim's dynamic midfield rotations. Either signing would strengthen Milan's midfield and provide greater balance as the club looks to compete for major honours once again. And there we go, people. That is how Rúben Amorim could potentially go ahead and set up AC Milan in FC 26. I do hope you have enjoyed this tactical what-if recreation. Of course, it's just a prediction of how things could pan out. And I would just like to say, as a Man United fan, I've seen the system up close and personal for a whole year. And I also did a lot of research for the Sporting CP tactics and how they worked under Rúben Amorim. And it was a lot of similarities. And I think that we will be seeing a lot of similarities between United and Sporting CP and this AC Milan side. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Again, don't forget to like the video. Would be absolutely amazing. And if you are not subscribed just yet, we are trying to hit 35k, so the sooner the better, and then we can move on to 40k, then 50k, and then so on. Now, if you're looking for any retro tactics extensions, or very niche sort of tactics, I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. I have a Patreon. I've released extra content over on there. In fact, the next video I will be recreating is Rayo Vallecano's tactics from last season, and it will be out on Patreon sometime, potentially on Monday, I think. I've got everything set up. I just need to do the recording and then start going from there on out. So yes, that will be the next video. Of course, that was requested by somebody to specifically make this, and I will go ahead and well, I'm in the process of making it, I should say. So yes, if you guys are interested, again, the link for that is down below in the description. And a huge shout out to everybody who is already a part of the Patreon community. I really do appreciate all of you guys. You are absolutely thebomb.com and everything else that comes with it. That's amazing. So big shout out to everybody over on the Patreon, and of course a huge shout out to the YouTube community. Of course, this is the baby. This is the center, the epicenter of Brom Squad gaming. So yes, and then a little branch of the Brom Squad gaming community is the Discord, which the link for that is also down below in the description. Go ahead and check it out if you would like to. We chat about football, we chat about FC, we chat about tactics, we chat about the World Cup. Of course, the final is soon, Argentina versus Spain. Potentially, if you're already if you're watching this in the future, you already know who's won. Let's go Mikel Merino in Spain. But anyways, people, yeah, I am done. I hope you guys have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.